Hello. Good evening. Can you hear me? I'm sorry if you can hear headphone noises. I've just put my glasses on and they are crushing my head. So I'm just trying to sort them out because I realise I haven't been wearing my stream glasses, which are a lot comfier to have on wearing headphones. Oh my gosh, there we go. Oh, okay. Hello! You can see I have some spooky candles set up. I'm sat in the dark. There's a mysterious man in the background of the stream. Who is it? Probably Walton Goggins. It's Walton Goggins, but you know, he's kind of hidden. He's hidden. Let me get TSW up. It was open, but it blasted my ears because for some reason my volume was turned all the way up despite me using these headphones 2 minutes ago. It is Halloween tomorrow, but I'm doing the stream tonight. Sorry, I have not even explained the stream. So we're going to be running through a scenario on the Riviera Line. Ooh, Riviera, the Riviera Line. And it's the harvest market scenario. We accidentally had a little gander at this when I ran through the dispatch scenario a couple of weeks ago, and it was really cute. So I've not actually played through this. Why is Steam? I've not actually played through this, but we had a little look. So I have no idea what to expect. Probably something. I'm probably not going to be very good at this. I just needed to restart my Steam, and it's just not opening. It's embarrassing me. You're embarrassing me, Steam. Why are you embarrassing me? Steam. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Is Steam? Oh, thank you for joining us, Steam. Thank you so much for joining us. Woof. We've got a couple of my fellow teammates in the chat this evening as well. So welcome in, fellow friends, fellow teammates. I apologise if chatbot yells at you, but it's a spooky stream this evening. We're going to be reading through some ghost stories as well as doing a scenario, and be reading through some ghost stories that have been sent in by the community. No! If you haven't sent in a ghost story and you've got a banger, then please do. I've got my work Discord is signed in, ready to go. You can set, like, this is one of those times where I'm like, hey, send me a DM on Discord and I will do my best to include it. I'm going to be playing till around 8 o'clock because I have skipped dinner. I can only apologise to my Steam. It's just taking a little while. So you've got me yapping for a minute while it's doing what it needs to do. So I'm sorry, I'm about to turn into just a white blob. But I do need to get the stories up because I might just. Why don't I just do one now? It's nice to see that the MWAHAHAHA thread is back open on the forums. If you don't know the MWAHAHAHA thread, it's just got everybody just says MWAHAHAHA in it. That is the whole thing. I could do dad jokes, but I'm gonna read. I think I'll read our first ghost story, because oh, is it working? No, I'm going to read my first ghost story while it's just Steam. Like I've not even touched anything. Is it? Nope, never mind. Okay, let's have a little look at our first ghost story. Ooh. No, I'll try and add a little bit of seasoning to my storytelling. Let me. Okay. So we had some really great suggestions for stories that are a little bit too long for me to cover on stream. But Steam, are you awake? You're finally awake. If you can tell me what that's from, then well done, you. I'm going to move you over to the screen. Blah 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 blah. Okay, we're in. Please tell me if this is too loud, because this exploded my eardrums earlier. I was not quite expecting the aggressive blasting of the dovetail logo. So we are running through Riviera. Actually, do I want to? You're finally awake. It's from Skyrim. It's the first 5 minutes of Skyrim. I don't know what train it's on. Okay, that's not going to work for me. Okay, and yes, I did. You know what? I was trying to make it thematic, but then I realised all of the lights are on in the in the station. I was like, oh yeah. Okay. Riviera. So we're doing the harvest market scenario, which is this one. Oh, it's nice and easy. It's only 25 minutes. Oh. Oh. I could do a dad joke to fill the time, but no, the time has been filled by TFW, so alas. Alas. Besides, the... okay, I'll try and do scary voice. The harvest market has come to paint and operate this service to the coastline and pick up passengers headed to the market. Carve turnips and enjoy the festive scenery. Let's carve some turnips. Okay, so here we have some delicious turnips. Cute! Okay. Got some pumpkins. Oh, are they gourds? Or are they pumpkins? Oh. Oh. Oh, wait. Have I ever driven... Okay, well, this should be interesting. I don't think I've driven one of these yet. You know. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Okay, thank you. Do I need to... Okay, I know I do. I do need to... That's the... Okay. Nobody bother me. I'm telling the community scary stories. Eventually. Ooh, thank you. Thank you. It is spooky. Okay. Not as spooky as okay, as me trying to learn this. Okay. Nope. Yes. No. No. Yes. Okay. Reverser. No. No. Yes. Okay. No. 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 It's one of these reversers. No. Stop. Stay. Stay. Thank you. Oh, passenger doors. Do I need to do anything else? That's the left doors. We don't want the left doors. We want the right doors. Unlock. Unlock the right doors. What did I do wrong? I did something. Not that. We don't want that. We... Did... I told you I would do something wrong. I'm sorry, passengers. Just hold your horses. Hold your turnips, all right? We're getting there, all right? This is a new one for me. This is a new one. You just know that they're going to be saying mean things about me, and what's scarier than somebody saying mean things about you? Okay. All aboard the... What are we on? The Payton 150! Ah! Okay. Oh, wait, brakes. No. Release! Okay. It's fine. Pretend that didn't happen. Okay. That didn't happen at all. Nobody saw a thing. I just know that one of the people from work that is watching this right now is going, "No, Harry! No! You are not getting the roadmap article until next week. Next week." Are they used to delays here though? Because can I give it a little more? A little more. Go on, bit more, bit more, bit more, bit more. Okay, that's as much as we're getting. Okay, dial it back, dial it back, dial it back. I'm not. I don't do the speeding thing. Oh, do you know what? Halloween though, it's on a Friday this year, Train Sim Society, and we had a Halloween party last weekend. I am not turning on safety systems. There is nothing scarier than safety systems. I don't want something beeping at me for not paying attention. Ghoulishly worrying rapture service. To Paynton! It's called Paynton. Paynton. That's pretty scary on its own. I don't know if you've ever felt pain. I have. I've done something to my hip. I've made sure that everybody... Oops. I've made sure that everybody knows about it. I've told everybody. Every single person. I'm like, oh, did you know that I've hurt my hip? They're like, oh no, you poor thing. I'm like, I know, it really hurts. Oh, okay. Let's dial it back. We're starting to... We're picking up a little bit of speed now. Oh, but we're on a hill, though. Oh, my goodness. We passed... Okay, there we go. Oh, German safety systems. Yeah, German safety systems are tough. I tell you what, though, the Dutch ones were really... The Dutch ones were pretty easy to learn. On the koploper and the SNG, the Sprinter. It's the ICMM koploper and the SNG Sprinter. A scary tunnel! Sorry. Yeah, I don't think I would ever get used to safety systems. Matt does something that I can't do, and that is talk and focus at the same time. Oh, it's so uphill! Okay. Oh. Oh. Now, if I tab out to read ghost stories, are you gonna like suddenly tell me to stop or do something? Are we good? Okay, I've got my eye on you. I don't want a net worth on this. Okay, we've got a speed change in 1.5 miles. Okay. Ha! Here we go. Okay. It's Halloween. That was weird. I don't know whether anybody heard my robot companion whose name rhymes with Alexa. Oh, she heard me. No, nothing. Okay, she heard me. Oh, speed change. Oh wait, we're slowing down anyway. We are uphill. We are uphill. Okay, are we slowing down too much now? Are we slowing down too much? I'm opening a web page, okay? Don't do anything, train. You're not getting any audio? You can't hear me. I'm gonna tell you about the ghoulies, and I'm not talking about the Fallout ones, the ones from Fallout, or the Rare game from the 2000s. I am going to talk to you about the ghostly tales of the... Oh, of course, it's Stockholm. The ghostly tales of the Silver Pilen ghost train. I'm sorry if you're from Stockholm. Oh! 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 Hello! That was a bit late. That was a bit... I'm trying to keep... I'm trying to keep my eye on things. Okay. I'm really worried that because it wants me to stop soon. I have to stop soon, right? I'm really... I am stressed. I am so stressed about missing it. Oh, I'll read ghost stories at the same time as driving a scenario, she says. She's an idiot. Okay, so... Please mind the gap! Okay. Oh, we're coming in a little hot! We're coming in a little hot. Okay, drop it down. There we go. Let's go. Okay, we're good. Okay, we panicked too much. Okay, everybody. Maybe I panicked a little too much. Hey, ah! Oh. Okay, well, you tried your best, Harry. You tried your best. That's not the worst stop that I've ever had, but... Start what? Start what already? I'm starting. I'm driving. Yeesh. My goodness me. I'm just trying to find... Because the thing that I've got here is quite short. Oh, panic braking. Oh, I've got to carve turnips. Oh, turnips. Oh, I'll have a nice relaxing... Oh, I'm completely turned around. Okay, nobody go in there, okay? Nobody go in. Just I need to carve a turnip. Is turnip carving specifically a Riviera thing? Like, is that a sudden JD? There we go. Okay, I'm going to sit in the driver's seat. Okay, here I go. I'm sitting in the driver's seat. I'm locking the doors. I'm releasing the brake. I'm getting back up to speed. Oh, I'm getting back up to speed for no time at all. Okay, so this is... Our first tale is the ghostly tales of the Silver Pilen ghost train. And I'm also trying to keep my eye on what's going on over there. You can't hear the game. Oh, that's what you were talking about. Can you hear the game now? I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen. Okay. Okay. Yeah. At the start of the stream, I was like, is the game too loud? Apparently not. Oh, that was on me. That was on me. I'd muted the like my desktop audio. That was on me. That was on me. Okay. For decades, this is the city of Stockholm, and this is on the Stockholm Museum website. For decades, the city's...
We are now approaching Torquay. Please mind the gap
In a sec. Sorry.
Take care when stepping down from the train.
Okay. We're hitting the brakes. Okay. Please don't yell at me. Brakes are being hit. Ooh, we're coming in a little hot again. Did we come in too hot? Wait, don't come in too hot. I panic braked, broke again. Oh, but we're just having a little... Oh, look, it's raining. How cozy. How comfy. You're going to make me carve turnips again, right?
Western Railway service to Paynton. The next station is Paynton.
No? Wow, okay. No carving turnips. Oh! It wants me to carve turnips. Okay. Ah! Turnips. Are you a turnip? Hello? They're so cute. And do you know what? A turnip's got to be so much easier to carve than a pumpkin, right? It's got to be. Pumpkins are so... I would love to pumpkin carve more, but I... Oh my god, I thought that was the window. I thought I was looking out the window, and I went... I don't remember... No. I don't remember the apocalypse being part of the dynamic weather. Sheesh. Okay, we got some miles to do. Okay. So, for decades, the city of Stockholm's collective imagination has transformed stories about the Silver Pilen into a ghostly figure. According to legend... Oh, how do I put the wipers on? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me how to do stuff. Wipers! Okay. Okay. According to legend, the Silver Pilen only appears late at night, stopping at deserted stations, or sometimes even passing through without stopping at all. Seems pretty standard so far. Passengers lucky, or perhaps unlucky enough to board this spectral train are said to experience a journey that lasts much longer than expected, sometimes described as a ride to the other side. Sorry. Some tales even suggest that passengers travelling on the Silver Pilen may never return, sparking eerie speculations of a portal to another dimension. These ghostly narratives have cemented the train's place in Stockholm's cultural mythology, making it a point of fascination for many curious visitors. The Silver Pillar, or the Silver Arrow, is an unpainted silver-coloured train that once ran as a backup, standing out starkly from the usual green carriages. But now its rare sightings and silent glide spark eerie rumours. Passengers vanishing, ghostly figures on board, and unexpected stops at... at Kimling. Oh, I can speak some very vague Norwegian, I should know that. The abandoned station known as the Station of the Dead. That's what the station is. It's the Station of the Dead. That's a yellow light. Am I doing good? Are we good? Are we good? We're good. Right, I'm gonna take some juice out of it because we're going downhill. It's the Station of the Dead. The Silver Arrow lives on Stockholm's urban folklore as a spectral symbol of the unknown. Ooh. Okay, I like a ghost train. I like a little ghost train, you know? I can happy with a ghost train. What else do we have? We have... after this, I did say that I would do this actually, so after I've done this scenario, we should visit the abandoned Woodhaven station on Lear 2.0. Do I have Lear? Do I have that installed? Okay. It surely fits the scary vibes. Sorry. Okay, we have... Let's take a look at this next one, while I'm also keeping an eye... Okay, not a close enough eye, though. I'm not keeping a close enough eye. I fear this is too good at... Oh, gosh, we need to be much slower than that. We need to be much slower. Oh, we're going to get yelled at. Okay. Oh, no. We're gonna release. No. Move forwards. We're good. We can move forwards a little. That's it. Look. Nobody said that it was going to be one of those streams where I drive well, which was the last stream that I did. I drove pretty well on the last one. We also have... Ooh, do I want to... It's the 1800s? Oh, locked doors. Let me guess. That's the wrong door. Please don't go out that door. I pressed the wrong key. You want me to get up? Am I getting up? Am I... Oh, Oh, we're rounding it off. Tail only. Reverser off. Oh, off. Master key. Blocked. Go to the... Oh, we're going to the market! Okay. Oh. Hello. Is it nighttime now? No, it's just dark. Okay. The Harvest Market! Excuse me. Okay. Oh my god! Oh. Oh, it's thundering! Yay! I hope there's no kids that were wanting to do this, because I'm doing it all. Oh, please don't. No, I don't think you should see how I performed. Oh, snacks! Do you know what? There's something about, like, anime food and video game food just always looks good, okay? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, what was I looking at the other day? I think it was Tomb Raider, and I was watching something to do with Tomb Raider, and there was just some old food, like 90s PS1 graphics food. I was like, I want to eat that. I want it. It just looks so good. I have read this of the Signal Man. Yes, 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 yes. Do you know what? It's a shame that it's so long. It's so much longer. This is. That's an interesting run. That is a really, really interesting run that I did there. Yeah. 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 Let me just have a look. Do I have Lear? I don't have Lear! Okay, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. I'm gonna read stories while that is doing its thing. Hello, Leah. Hmm. Okay, that's doing it. Oh, it's pretty speedy. Okay, so other stories that we have. We have the story. Wait, is that right? Okay, so we've got a community story. We were given a community story here. So this person said, this is one of the forum members on the post. It's Ethan on the forums. Have said, I've got two for you. One is first hand and the other was told to me. I'll start with mine. It's a two-parter. I feel like we need some ambient sounds. Hold up. Let me just... Yeah. Okay, so let's try some... Hold on. Now hold on. This one... What? Okay. What does this one sound like? No, not that one. Let's try. Oh, how about... These are all... Oh! I'm so glad I muted... I'm so glad... Okay, we're not going to do the horror ambience. Actually, do I have... Actually, we could do... I do have access to... I do have access to... Do I still have access to... Hold your horses. Hold your horses. Tell dad jokes between yourselves. Keep them clean. Oh, Halloween themed. Don't have signed me out. If you've signed me out, I'll be very upset. Okay? You signed me out. Why would you sign... Okay. Who knows? Who knows what my password is for this? It worked! Okay, wait. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. whatever. Okay. Okay. Go away. Oh my god, I've literally used this like 2 weeks ago. Okay. Trains? What's this? Nightbirds. Okay, that one's a little odd. I just want some like thunder and rain and stuff. Have we got thunder and rain? What's that? Okay, alright. Okay, we're building some ambience now. We're building some ambience. Okay, here we go. Can you hear the ambience? And then also, yeah, some ravens. Yeah, and also, okay, now we're getting somewhere. Okay. Okay, I was telling you the story from It's Ethan on the forums. Thank you, It's Ethan, for sending this in. It sounds quiet. Okay, well, there you go. Okay. So It's Ethan says they've got 2 for us. Starting with theirs, which is a 2-parter. I'm reading this from the perspective of It's Ethan as well. So, they've said, I started my footings in the rail industry as a freight conductor trainee, only for 3 months before I found my sweet spot doing track maintenance for a different company. While I was a conductor trainee, we worked a very remote substation along the America-Canada border, where you could go for miles and not see a single house. The road job working it would leave one yard in America around 8 p.m. and do a crew change at the border around midnight to continue on into Canada. One night we left a little later because we had to help the crew yard for a little bit. Most of it is 35 to 40 miles per hour track due to how hilly and forested the landscape is. We were rounding a curve that leads to a 2-mile straight around 11 p.m. when I saw a red light about halfway down. Immediately I told the engineer, and both him and the other conductor confirmed they were seeing what I was seeing, and began to slow down the train in case something was coming up. Ooh. As we inch our way down, I notice there's a silhouette in the shape of a person, and the red light is a lantern bobbing up and down, walking down the roadbed off the side of the train. The silhouette is pitch black, but also looks semi-transparent, and no one uses red lanterns anymore. Mind you, the headlights on this loco can illuminate anything for 1.5 miles, and we were about 500 foot away from them. They were like a shadow. The trees down the embankment were unaffected by him. There was no... He was casting no shadow. Probably the strangest part is when we finally crawled up to him at about 10 miles per hour. It didn't look up, and when I looked in the side mirror after we passed, I saw no facial features. The step lights didn't illuminate anything on him either. I told my engineer what I saw, and he said, well, I guess it's that time of year, and not to worry about it. He'd tell me more after we tie down the train. The rest of the night is quiet, aside from calling out station lights and talking to the dispatcher for more limits. I didn't do that. We tie down the train and go into the bunker house. Inside, he tells me and the conductor that back in the 1910s there was a really rough winter. And in the middle of a snowstorm, a brakeman climbed out of a caboose to tie handbrakes on the roof's boxcars during a snowstorm in the middle of the night. He slipped on ice on the running board and slid off the car. Same curve we were rounding that night. Rolling down the embankment and getting killed instantly by hitting a tree. No one saw him fall off, and the crew didn't realise he was missing until the train was already in Canada. His body wasn't recovered until spring came around because it was covered in snow. They say once or twice a year he makes an appearance, trying to follow his train, and seeing him is a sign to take note of. Ooh. Okay, heebies are jeebied. Okay. Oh, okay. That was a banger. There's a double whammy, but I'm gonna load up TSW and find that Lear abandoned section. Just let's have a little. Where did they say it was? In L-I-R-R. Is it L-I-R-R? I was told that it's L-I-R-R. You don't say Lear, but who knows? Lear. Lear. Oh, Woodhaven Station. Okay. Let's have a little look at Woodhaven Station. There. Free roam. Oh my goodness me, okay. Where is Woodhaven Station? It's abandoned, right? So it's not exactly like I'm gonna be... Oh wait, did they say where it was near? Abandoned Woodhaven Station. Okay. Bonus points. Where could it be? Let's see. Oh, no, that's Woodside. I've got to say, I love the themes. The theme music for TSW6 is great. It's not scary. Okay, let's just get into somewhere and I can figure it out. Yeah, let's go for 30th of October. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll read the second bit when we've not got cheery. Oh! 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 Is there... do we... I don't know, I didn't change the time of day. I don't think it is nighttime. It is not nighttime. It ought to be. I'm walking... Oh! Okay. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. Wait. Does anyone know where this abandoned yard is? Anyone know? That's West Side Yard. It's gonna be beautiful broad daylight. Darn it. Okay, it's not this. Although, look at that. That's cool. Okay. Nope. Woodhaven. It wasn't Woodhaven, was it? It was... Oh, it was! It was Woodhaven! Oh, but it's broad daylight! Oh! Which is not very scary. Okay. I take it back. Okay. Okay. Did I'm going to ask Matt. Wait. I'm going to ask Matt right now. I don't think Matt will get back to me. I'm on stream. And just need to know. Why did we make Woodhaven Station so scary? Why is it so scary? It is, it is, it's like phasmophobia. Just immediately, I don't want to go down there. I don't, the rattling, you can hear the can you hear the, it knocks. I don't like that at all. At all. At all. Who did this? Oh. I swear my light just flickered. I'm freaking myself out. Okay, I guess I'm gonna point down here for now while I read the next bit of this story. Oh, I don't like that at all. I'm oh, okay. Okay. Whew. I am freaking myself out. I should have turned these sounds off. Oh! Okay. Well... Dovetail didn't know it existed. Do you know what? I'm not surprised. Can you imagine having to... Could you imagine having to like... Oh, we'll just need to have like a proper look around. No! No, thank you. But Harry, you'll get a free trip. You'll get a free trip to America. No. No. No way. Nah, you couldn't, no, you couldn't pay me enough money to just spend a night here. Can you imagine? How much money would it take for... How much money would it... No! 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 Why is it like this? I'm seeing things. I'm actually very stressed. Okay, so, whew. Do you know what? I was like, there's nothing is going to scare me. I'm a seasoned horror veteran. Like, I live and breathe horror. I love horror films. I like... one of my favourite, like, comfort films. Oh, it's one of my favourite, like, comfy, cozy films to watch is John Carpenter's The Thing. It's one of my favourite films of all time. My top 3 favourite films of all time. And it's a horror. And I could watch it 100 times a day, if there was that many hours in the day. I loved John Carpenter's The Thing. This is putting me off. I didn't know we had anything like this in TSW, okay? Okay. Well, thank you, Shaka Maxon, for your recommendation. It's really good. So because I'm not on for very long tonight, so I'll do the rest of these stories while we're here, and I'll have a little walk around. Really don't want to walk around, but I'll try. So, they've said, following on from the story we just told, this story is a double whammy for that reason. Following that encounter, I had a recurring nightmare that an ATV was driving down the middle of the tracks while I was on a train behind it, and we couldn't stop in time. That's actually awful. That's a terrible dream. Nightmare. It wasn't every night, but it happened at least once a week. When I finally quit, I never had that nightmare again, and sure enough, within a week of leaving, a road job smacked an ATV that got stuck on the tracks. The guys with the ATV scattered well before the strike, and no one got hurt, but I believe that the brakeman was warning me of what would come. Still gives me chills every time I write it out or tell it in person. What's that? Okay, it's just dirt. Okay. Okay. Alright. That was... And then we've got another one from It's Ethan. It said, here's one told to me. It's from an ex-co-worker that I did track work with. Similar to the environment of the last railroad, it's very rural. It's very rural. There's multiple areas where you can go over 5 miles seeing only trees, logging roads, and more trees. From the 90s until the 2000s, the tracks were incredibly rough. Pull-aparts were by the dozen. The track speed was only 15 miles per hour on the good spots. It's since changed. I'm feeling more nervous about this now. Did anyone see that? Okay. I'm seeing things. Back then, a usually high... Oh, okay. Back then, usually a high rail truck would get joint authority with the road job, which just went from one yard to another and back, all within the same night. They tried to repair as many defects as they could behind the train before it came back through. Sometimes, if the crew could see something, they'd relay it via radio back to the maintenance crew as a heads up. I love rats, okay? I had pet rats. I love rats. If there's a 15-foot rat, that's perfect. That is how I'm getting to work, okay? I'll be riding those rats to work. I love rats. I think they're so cute. Even wild rats, I'm like, look, I don't want to touch you, but I appreciate that you're very cute looking. Okay, sometimes if the train crew could see something, they'd relay it via radio back to the maintenance crew as a heads up. One night, one of those remote spots, 5 miles in either direction, from the nearest crossing, while in the woods, the train radios them about 2 pull-aparts in the middle of it. Sorry. Right rail, about 3 sticks, brackets, full-size rail about 39 feet away from each other. This was during the winter. This was during the winter. Sorry. Since the metal contracts so easily, it's no surprise they've already dealt with a few already that night. It gets below zero often up here. Maintenance crew makes it to it, and it's as dark as it can get outside because there's no light pollution this far north. Only lights they have are the trucks and some weak headlamps. It's also a cloudless night with a sky full of stars and dead silence besides them. First rail gets taken care of easily. The train going over it dragged it up enough that they could just put in new bolts and it was good to go. The other one took some ingenuity to line up the holes, as in it involved a chain tied to a bolt hole and the truck. Very classy. But they got it. While they were wrenching up the bolts, both guys in the crew started to feel like they were being watched. The quietness of the forest set in, and they suddenly noticed that there was also no wind. I'm sure it's fine. Suddenly, the quiet was broken by the sound of glass shattering. They both stop wrenching and freeze, turn to each other, and lock eyes for a split second before running back to the truck as fast as the two guys in snow pants can. On the passenger side of the pickup truck, the window is shattered completely. On the driver's side, there's a rock that easily weighs 30 pounds sitting in the driver's seat. The driver rolls the rock out and they both jump in, leaving the wrenches and other track tools behind. He punches it as fast as they can without derailing, and they set off at the next crossing. They head straight back to the office and call it a night. After driving there with the heat on the entire time. I may be a DM. There's a small chance. Next day, the roadmaster, their boss, gets a call from the foreman of the crew on what happened, and the three of them go back to pick up the tools. There's a little bit of snow drifted on the top of them from when the train came back through, but undamaged and right where they left them. There's footprints all around the tracks in the snow from the maintenance crew doing their repairs, and you can see where the truck was parked the night before based on where the footprints stopped. They spread out into the woods to see if there's any footprints, thinking a logger was playing jokes on them, but they don't find any. No other prints. Not from squirrels or birds, deer or turkeys along the crust, which is incredibly unusual. No sign of anyone except themselves and a giant rock. The rock is rolled further down the embankment and nothing is made of it. End of story. Thank you, it's Ethan, for your story. We have do you know what? They put so much effort into it as well. Like, these are all like big paragraph stories. That's so cool. We also have Facebook. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. We have a short one here from Bluebell Railway. The haunting of the 75027. Oh, is that you? You're in the chat. They're very good. They're excellent. According to legend, BR Standard Class 4460 locomotive number 75027 has a spooky secret. Over the years, a number of staff and volunteers have reported the sounds of coal being shoveled into the firebox from the footplate, but upon closer inspection, there was no one to be seen. Furthermore, a volunteer working on the footprint claims he saw a face at the window staring at him. When he looked out to see who it was, he found he was completely alone. Some people believe the engine is haunted by a fireman who couldn't be parted with his beloved engine. But what do you think? That was from Bluebell Railway. They actually have a few pictures of it as well. There it is. There it is. There it is. Hang on, let me see if I can. Celebrations. Okay. What else do we have? I wish there was a night mode on forums. Technically not a, oh. Oh. Hey, Train Simulator driver. Good morning from Oz. To Oz. Good morning to Oz. I am somewhere I did not know even existed in TSW, and honestly, What is that noise? That's not my soundboard. The only thing on my soundboard is the occasional wolf howl. Hang on. Let me just turn everything off on my soundboard. I need to hear the ambient sound. Okay, everything is turned off on my soundboard. Everything is turned off. So what we're hearing is the game audio. I'm gonna turn it up as much as I can. I'm sure I heard something, you know. I feel like I'm actually losing my mind. Matt hasn't actually replied to me because I sent Matt a message and just went, Matt, whose idea was this? I was like, who? Oh my god, that scared me. Do you know what? I actually haven't been brave enough. I can't go down there. That! What is that noise? I heard it! Tell me you heard that noise. It was like a rah, 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 like an echo, but it was not the bird. It wasn't a bird. Everything is switched off. All of my soundboard things are switched off. Awful. Awful. Oh. Oh. I am home alone. Oh. Okay, the rats, you can hear rats squeaking. You can hear wind, but then there's like a noise. Oh, there are rats! There are rats fighting. That's what rats fighting sounds like. Nah, no. No, we did this on purpose. Like we did not need to make it that scary. Is it that there's no way it's like this in real life. Did we do this on purpose? Hang on. Why is it like that? Oh. Oh my god. What was that crunching noise? I feel like I'm going insane. Oh, okay, I'm gonna keep reading these stories. I'm gonna keep reading these stories. Oh. Okay. I don't like it in here. I don't like it at all. That noise. What is that noise? Please somebody tell me they can hear something. Please somebody tell me they can hear that noise. I'm having serious words. Why did I think this was a good... What is that noise? Bye! Bye bye bye! Bye bye bye! Don't follow the tracks! Okay, 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 okay. Wait. Oh, please let me spawn something! I don't want to get on the tracks! I saw that before it disappeared, Lauren. Okay, let me just... I can't get back up. I can't... I can't get back up. I'm at Woodhaven. Woodhaven. Abandoned Woodhaven. I can't... No, we did this on purpose. We didn't need to make it this. We didn't need to do this. I can't even get back up. I'm gonna be reporting that. I'm gonna be like, hey, I got trapped on the tracks of this creepy station. That'll do it. Oh! Okay. Okay, next one. Okay, okay. Whew. Okay. So this person said, probably doesn't count, but the story of the Tay Bridge disaster. I've never heard of the Tay Bridge disaster in 1879, still gives me chills. Visioning what happened. Also, you can still see the remains of the first Tay Bridge to this very day. I'd imagine it's haunted. Oh my goodness. There have been reports of hearing screams and the sound of something crashing into the water. There's also reports of a phantom train or hearing the sound of a train where there isn't one nearby. That's... So what does the Tay Bridge look like? Oh! You can see the... You can see the old bridge, where the old bridge used to... Where the old bridge used to be. Oof. Oh, yay! I wonder when that was coming out. Okay, what else do we have? We have... Setting aside there are plenty of alleged ghosts on the London Underground. The two I always remembered after reading them online, the 37069, supposedly haunted by a driver. Oh my god. Can I read that? Supposedly haunted by a driver who was killed after a stone kicked up from a passing train. Believe he was in the second man's side. It smashed through the window. Since then, various drivers have reported the horn and fire bottles going off unexpectedly, a general feeling of not being alone in the cab, and a shadowy figure in a driving position. The locomotive still exists, owned by Europhoenix, and is in storage at Leicester? That's so close. Okay. Another famous one was the 55020 Nimbus being spotted at Derby in 1992, even though it was scrapped at Doncaster in 1980. Ooh, okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's people. He said there's a good thread of people squabbling over whether or not the ghost stories exist. Ooh, okay. And definitely take a look at that. So, what else do I know? That there's another one on here. Something happened to me in August 2020, which I posted on Facebook, copied and pasted. Odd is the word I'd use. Had an odd experience yesterday at Derby Station. I was a bit of a spotting. I had a bit of a spotting session there yesterday, and it was bright and sunny and very hot. At no point was I chilly. However, about 1:30, I decided to head out and grab a bite to eat and get a drink. I decided to use the subway to get from platform 5 to 1. As I was walking through it, I was by myself at all times, and yet I felt like someone was walking beside me. I got a very uneasy feeling and couldn't wait to get to the other side. As soon as I got to platform 1, the feeling passed straight away. Has there been any other stories about the subway or station? At Derby Station, there's the haunted train that we were just talking about. The train that's been spotted there. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. We have. Oh, I'm gonna have to get my dinner soon. Okay. Oh, but this one. Ooh. Oh. Okay. The last train from Paddington. The 11:47 to Bristol Temple Meads was always quiet, but tonight it was practically deserted. Sarah hurried through Paddington Station, her heels echoing against the Victorian ironwork overhead. She'd missed the earlier train after her shift at the hospital ran late, and now the vast station felt wrong. Too empty, too quiet for London. She found her carriage and slumped into a seat, grateful to be out of the cold November rain. The fluorescent lights flickered as the train pulled away, and through the rain-streaked windows, London suburbs began the slow fade into darkness. At Reading, a man in an outdated BI uniform got on. Sarah barely glanced up from her phone until she realised something was off. His uniform was pristine, like it had just been pressed, but the style was decades out of date. British Rail hadn't existed since the 90s. He walked past her without acknowledgement. His footsteps made no sound. Her phone lost signal. The carriage lights dimmed. At Didcot Parkway, more passengers boarded. A woman in a 1960s coat, pearls at her throat. 2 children in school uniforms that looked like something from a heritage photograph. A businessman with a briefcase. His suit sharp but wrong somehow, cut in a style he couldn't quite place. None of them spoke. None of them even looked at her. Sarah's breathing caught when she noticed their tickets. They were checking them repeatedly, compulsively, even though no conductor had come. The tickets were old cardstock type, hole punched with British Rail printed across the top. The train didn't stop at Swindon. They flew through the darkened station at full speed, though Sarah could have sworn the schedule showed a stop there. Outside, the darkness was absolute. Not even motorway lights visible. She stood, meaning to move to another carriage, to find someone real, someone who would look at her. But when she reached the connecting door, she saw them. Every carriage was full now. Seemed to be hundreds of passengers enclosed from different decades, all silent, all checking their tickets with that same panicked gesture. The woman in pearls turned to look at her. Her eyes were hollow. "Sit down," she said, her voice like wind through a tunnel. "We're nearly there." "Where?" Sarah whispered. "The end of the line." Sarah grabbed the emergency handle and pulled. Nothing happened. She pulled it again, panic rising. The handle came away in her hand, rusted and brittle despite looking solid moments before. The train began to slow. Through the window, Sarah could see a station emerging from the fog, but it was wrong, derelict, covered in ivy. The platform was cracked, the waiting room windows dark and broken. The sign read Temple Meads, but this wasn't any station she recognised. The passengers stood as one. "Your ticket?" the man in the BI uniform said, appearing beside her. His breath smelled of smoke and old paper. He's been eating paper. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that bit. I'm just trying to cheer myself up because I'm staring at this creepy tunnel. The passengers... I don't have a paper ticket. It's on my app. Then you can't. What was that noise? Then you can't leave. The doors opened with a hiss. The passengers filed out onto the crumbling platform and simply faded, dissolving into the fog like steam. Only Sarah remained, frozen in her seat. The doors closed. The train began to... What is that? The train began. The train began to move again, heading into a tunnel that shouldn't exist, deeper and deeper into darkness. The carriage lights went out completely. Her phone screen cast the only light now. Midnight, it read. No signal, no apps, just a reflection of her terrified face in the black glass. In that reflection, standing behind her, she could see them all. Every passenger, pressed close, their hollow eyes watching, waiting. The train never stopped. When Sarah's mother reported her missing, British Transport Police checked the CCTV. The footage showed Sarah boarding the 11:47 at Paddington, but the train that pulled in on the platform hadn't been scheduled. In fact, according to records, there was no train at all. The 11:47 to Temple Bristol Meads doesn't exist. It was discontinued in 1987 after a signal failure caused it to vanish one November night with all souls aboard. They say it runs on schedule though. Still stops at Reading and Didcot Parkway. Still looking for passengers who've missed their connections. Still looking for tickets it can punch. Ooh, that one was good. I like that one. I like all of them. They've been pretty good. What is that noise though? Please tell me somebody heard that noise. Like I keep. It's stressing me out. Okay, I've got a first-hand one. I was working as a signalling technician on Liverpool Street to Norwich Line. I was working with a colleague one night in a steep incline cutting. Can somebody actually hear that noise? Don't do this to me, JP, okay? Don't do this to me. We had to split up to carry out a particular job. He stayed near the station, and I walked out into the fog to find the end of the equipment. While working inside the location case, I heard footsteps from the ballast and assumed my colleague had walked up behind me as phone signal is poor in the cutting, and I couldn't see any head torch light. Walton, don't be sneaking, okay? Don't stay there, okay? You too, Jeff. You can't see Jeff, but he's at the corner of the room. You are stressing me out though, Walton, okay? It's you being there just in the background. Thinking nothing of it, as the area is common with deer and foxes, I went back to work, but the footsteps started again soon after. Looking back up, I couldn't see any light or reflective clothing, but this time I saw the ballast moving. Crunch, 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 and stop. About 5 foot away from me. Seconds that feel like hours pass, and then behind me the unmistakable crunch of ballast underfoot continues as the eerie footsteps move away back into the fog. The cutting is infamous for an accident that occurred in the 1850s when 7 people were killed by a runaway wagon while working in thick fog. I figured one of the unlucky ones had been doomed to repeat that ill-fated patrol. That noise. What is that noise? Not just a crunching noise. Thank you. Right on cue. What is that? It's like there's something here. That noise. What is that noise? What is that noise? What? What? I have found my least favorite place in TSW. I found it, okay? It's this. What a nightmare. Who did this? Oh, that's not very nice. That's a very nice train simulator driver, okay? Why is it creepy? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Okay, we've got one more, and then I'm gonna go and get my dinner and turn literally every single light on in the house. Why did I think it was a good idea to do this in the dark? Malton. I can hear a train. It was a big one. It was a big train. It was a cargo train. Okay, so the station is where the spirits of former community managers come to. No, don't! I've only heard of one of them. I've only heard of one of them. Okay, we've got one more. We got one more. This is from Reddit. Whew. Okay, real life ghost story for you. I've worked in the freight business here in the US for 29 years, 23 of those as a locomotive engineer, but this story takes me back to the early 2000s when I was still a young guy working as a foreman. That's the groundman, kind of like a conductor. We were switching cars. I need to zoom in. Don't make fun of me. My eyesight is, doing its thing. We were switching cars at an industry that sat right up against the river. It was a night job, quiet, dark, just the hum of the locomotives and the water nearby. For about 2 weeks in October, weird stuff started happening. Cars would come uncoupled while we were pulling them. Then we'd shove back in and they'd uncouple again, like someone was playing with the cut levers. I'm sure I can hear... Yes, I'm about to Why am I still here? I'm reading my last story and then I'm leaving to get some food. Alright? Why am I catching strays? What's going on? I'm reading a scary story and then I will leave, okay? It is Woodhaven. Creepy. Creepy. Okay. Okay. Cars that were tied down would start rolling on their own. It got to the point where we started joking that the place was haunted. Then came the night that sealed it. It was just after Halloween, early November. We'd finished switching and we were watching the train pull from the crossing, me and my switchman standing side by side. On the opposite side of the train, we saw a man standing there. Hard hat, flannel shirt, moustache. That wouldn't sound too weird, except this place was out in the middle of nowhere. No houses, no roads, no reason for anyone to be there at 2 in the morning. We saw him clearly as the cars rolled past with our lanterns, and decided we'd go talk to him once the last car cleared. But when the train finished rolling by, he was gone. No flashlight, no footsteps, no running, and nowhere to hide, not for a good stretch in either direction. A few days later, my switchman's sister, who worked at the local paper, did a little digging. She found out that many years ago, when they first laid the track into that industry, a man had been killed in an incident. Same spot. Even now, all these years later, it gives me chills thinking about that guy standing there by the river, watching us work. That is it. I hope everyone has a happy Halloween. I am going to go and get some dinner and then write a complaint to Matt for not warning me that this what is that noise? Oh. I don't think we have one more. I don't think we have one more because there's a lot of there's like really long ones. There's some really big ones. But if you would like to have a look, we have the thread just here. It probably is my stomach rumbling. We have the thread just here. It feels like it's getting louder. Okay. So I'll do some admin bits that will make me feel better. So we have the roadmap is due for next week. We'll have more details tomorrow for the RFTV. I'm not spoilering it. I don't know if I'm allowed to spoiler it. Obviously, tomorrow we have Halloween. No, we have no streams on over Halloween. But as an avid fan of horror, my challenge to the community this weekend is to tell me what your favourite horror film is through the medium of an off-topic post that I'll put in the forums tomorrow, asking for horror recommendations, and I will tell you if I've seen it or not, because I've seen a lot of horrors. Oh, check with disc is one paragraph. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's just a quick one. Okay. I rode a car to a switch late one night. Looked across a cranberry bog to see an orb of light glowing on the other side that hadn't been there before. No buildings or structures out there that would emit that kind of light. Looked away to throw the switch and look back up, but it was gone. Never saw it again. I never like working that yard late at night. Very good. Thank you for your last story, Ethan. So great spooky vibes. It really sounds like it's getting louder. I'm gonna go and get some dinner and turn every single light on in the house and watch Bluey. That's my plan. Okay. You could make fun of me if you like, but actually, it's a very healing experience for me. Because this train station, with these stories, no. No. You are going to be lucky if you ever get me in a train station with a roof over it at night again. Okay? Yeah. Have a wonderful Halloween, everybody. I hope you enjoyed yourselves this evening. Keep an eye out for the RFTV tomorrow to see when the roadmap will be, when the roadmap stream will be going out. Have a wonderful and spooky weekend, Halloween weekend. Tell me if you watch a horror film, and if you dress up, then you can always pop it in the general Discord chat as well. I do like that. I'll put my costume in the Discord chat if other people do. I dressed up as Clyde, the ghost from Pac-Man. Yep. Have a lovely Halloween. And I would say a lovely weekend, but I'll be here tomorrow. And that's it for now.